Today we're going to meet a Disney animator. His name is Larry Scholl. Well, if you don't know what an animator is, they're the guys that draw the cartoons. Oh, like the ones right behind me. Today we're here with Larry Scholl. How are you doing today?
Hi, great. Busy.
How long have you been drawing for Disney?
I've been doing storyboards for Disney for almost 20 years to this day. And mostly, I work for a lot of other studios too, but mostly Disney. I'd say 80% Disney.
Wow. So what have you worked on?
Well, let's see. I've all kinds of stuff. I think a lot of this stuff might be before a lot of your viewers' memory or time, but I worked on a show. My first one was Darkwing Duck. I worked on Kim Possible. I worked on Mulan, the movie, and I worked on Mulan, the sequel. Lots of sequels. If you saw us have a sequel, like a lot of you do, I probably worked on it. House of Mouse, which was really popular. And I'm working on the Tinkerbell movies that are out right now. I just finished working on, I believe it's called, at this point, Tinkerbell and the Lost Treasure, which comes out about October 28th on DVD and Blu-ray. And I'm going to be starting on Tinkerbell 5, which starts in November. And I've also worked on a non-Disney film called Alpha and Omega, and that's a feature that's coming out to theaters in about a year or so, and that's about wolves, and that was a lot of fun and a lot of work. And I'm working on The Little Engine That Could right now with that same studio, so I've been busy, a lot of things.
Wow, it sounds like you're really busy. What age did you first start drawing at?
Well, I think I started drawing around probably when I was in kindergarten, maybe 6 years old, and to this day, I don't really know what it was. It's almost like it sort of called to me. I just all of a sudden wanted to draw, and I did a flip book, which was really amazing to think, if you think about it, because at that age to think about doing something complicated like that. But I remember taking a flip tablet and drawing like a dinosaur or something and making one drawing to the other move, and I don't know, since then I've never been the same. I just keep drawing and drawing, and it's something I think that is people that are artists just sort of have in them, and they don't know why, where it started. They just start drawing. So if you have that feeling, chances are you're probably an artist and you should draw. So parents, encourage your kids to draw. If they feel the need to draw, support them. It's a very wonderful field to be in, and I've been in it for 20 years, and I think a lot of times people don't understand that. They think, well, why don't you get a real job? And I mean, believe me, it is a job. It really is. It's a lot of work. You have to love it, and it can be a great career for somebody who has the talent, but you have to have really, even I'll say, as much as talent or maybe more is drive. You cannot give up. It's a lot of work. And I'm always learning myself. I'm never going to consider myself there, that's for sure. It's very difficult. So,
what was your favorite character to draw?
Well, that's very difficult, but if I really were to think, for some reason I like animals best. I like four-legged animals, and I remember working on The Fox and the Hound too. I love those kind of drawings. I love those kind of the traditional Disney animal look. But I love so many things. I mean, I love Bugs Bunny and all that, but I think animals is just the thing where if I hear there's a project with animals on it, I just got to be on it.
Can you share some of your work?
Sure, I'd be happy to. And I will say before you see it, there's a lot of drawings around, and it may look very messy to a lot of people, but with storyboarding, that's a lot of how you work. You're just always changing things, throwing things out, adding things, so it can get very busy, your workspace in storyboarding. If you're neat, you're probably not doing the job right. You have to have a lot of stuff around. So let's go look.
I must be an artist because my room's a real mess.
All right. Well, let's look at a couple ways of storyboarding. This stack of papers here is just a small sample of the many drawings it takes. This is from the movie Cinderella 3, which was on DVD a couple years ago, and I thought I was very pleased with how that turned out. This was a scene where Lucifer and the mice were fighting for the magic wand, and these were story ideas. So what these are just experimental sketches of gags, and I'll flip through them really quick, if I can remember them as I go along. The cat notices the mice. They try to get away. The guard holds them. The cat is stalking him, and Jacques is scared. We'll skip over here. This is where these other mice, I think they were taken out of the show. That's right, they're not in there now. But there was a queen mouse. The guards run off her to safety, locking Jacques and Gus in the room with the wand. They're cornered. The cat's now stalking him. There's a big standoff. He sees the wand. That's what they need to get, and he gets determined. He whispers to Gus, I'm sorry, a plan. The cat gets a look of like, what are they up to? And then, let's see, Gus nods, and they grab the wand, point it at the cat. The cat's now stalking him back and forth as they're pointing the wand at him, ready to defend himself. He looks a little sly. He's sweating here. Suddenly he lunges, and this was, okay, anyway, he runs at them, and poof, they zap him with the wand, and he turns into a rabbit, but a rabbit that is kind of like himself, like the cat proportion. Now, a lot of this we did have this sequence in the movie, but a lot was cut out. Anyway, he turns into a rabbit, and they laugh, and now he's angry. He starts running at them, but he can't really run because he's not used to it, so he slips and falls face first by the mice. Gus laughs, gets cocky. He's going to go beat him up, I guess. He goes, no, wait. And it looks really neat. What we do is we film these drawings on what's called an animatic. On the computer, they'll film this for a few seconds, and this for a few seconds, and this for a few seconds. We add sound effects so you can see what the film is like before they animate it. So, but again, this will be all computer, and it should be very amazing when you go see it in next year. That's 2010. That's coming out.
I understand you do custom drawings for people.
Yeah, that's something that's just sort of started accidentally on the side. I've been doing it for the last several years with Arco Arena, where I go out there at certain Kings games, and I would draw people, and I would do it at the fair, and it was very, very, very popular and fun. A lot of work, though, and so I started to offer that on my website at larryscholl.net, where I can draw a picture of you, your children, or whoever, if you send me a photo. So I've been doing that on the side here and there when I'm not doing storyboards, and I like to draw you as you would look as maybe an animated character would look. It's not necessarily a portrait or a caricature. It's more of how you look if you were maybe in a Disney movie or something. So princesses are popular, fairies are popular, drawing little girls as that has been really popular.
Cool. Can you draw me?
Sure. What would you like me to draw you as? Do you want to be a fairy like Tinkerbell or something, or what do you think?
Surprise me.
Okay.
Wow, now I'm a Disney cartoon. Now remember, if you want to have a portrait like this done, go to www.larryscholls.net and make sure it's .net. Wow, thanks for the portrait and thanks for your time. I never realized how animation really worked.
Well, thank you. And I forgot to mention also, I have a couple of new drawing DVDs that are coming out. One is coming out in a few months, and I have one out already on my website at larryscholl.net it's called The Hidden Elements of Cartoon Drawing. And it shows me showing drawing principles that everybody can use, and there's also cartoons on them for entertainment. So you'll check those out, and I have a book of by the same title on there. So if you're serious about drawing, or you just like to watch drawing, or interested in it, check those out. I think you'll enjoy them. So thanks very much.